Hmm. Hello. Hey. I'm sorry, Daffy. I was reading an email. Hey, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Thank you, Nerdy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Onward. Hello, Danielle. How are you? Hey, Kellyanne. Hey, Mommy. How are you? Hey, Angel. Hello, Jessica. Hey, Lovely. Hey, Garnet. Hello, Alyssa. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Hello. Hey, Shay Shay. I'm good, thank you. I'm good, Mommy. It's been a little busy with the baby. Thank you, Daffy. I appreciate the heart knees, guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's been a little bit busy, but no, I've been good. And there's Moo. Moo is exhausted. He's been up with the baby crying too. He is. Moo is kind of relaxed today. Yes, there is. And my first granddaughter was born, guys. Leilani Grace. Oh, she's beautiful. I love her to pieces. I'm so blessed. So blessed. Moo is making me hot though. He's radiating some heat and his fur, and he just keeps wanting to lay on me. And if I mess with him now, he'll jump in front of the camera. So I'm just gonna leave him. Yes, Leilani Grace, I absolutely love it. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Hey, Julie. Thank you. Thank you, Time Bandit. I appreciate it. So yeah, I've been a little bit busy. I've been trying to make some videos, trying to get into a schedule. We finally got the schedule down today and the last few days. So I think hey Debbie, how are you? So I think we're doing good. Y'all, the temperature, I'm sorry about the noise in the background. My AC has got to kick butt because it is holy hell outside. Virginia, it is hot as anything out. So yeah, look, I'm drowning in lip sweat here, guys. I got some lip sweat happening. Oh, Debbie boy, thank you. You don't have to worry about me. I'm good. I'm good. Just been a little bit busy. Yeah, Debbie, it's hot here. Whew. I'm sure it is in Ohio, Lisa. Hey, CJB, how are you? I saw you in. Did you all see Magda performing, guys? This morning she did amazing. I'm so proud of our girl, guys. I am so proud of her. She did absolutely amazing. Shout out to Magda, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was fangirling over her. My goodness, like I know her. So she did so good, guys. I'm so proud of her. She is amazing. Guys, if you're not following Magda, guys, you have to go give her a follow. Not only is she amazing with her singing and her voice, her videos are funny as hell. She does videos and edits them amazingly. So she's an absolute amazing creator, guys. Oh, Jessica, she did amazing. So if you guys are not giving Magda a follow, please make sure you go give her a follow. Can somebody put her in here for me, please? I think it's Magda K. I believe. I'm not sure. I feel like I've known Magda for so long, I don't even remember what it is. CJB Moo is always all over me, and he's making me sweat. That's it, Daffy. Thank you so much. It's Magda K, guys. You guys got to give her a follow though. She's great, and her performance this morning. There she is, Magda. Look at you, Magda. I'm not gonna lie, I was fanning over you this morning. I'm like, I know her. She knows me. I promise. You did amazing, Magda. Congratulations. You did so amazing. I am so proud of you. You went up there and you blew it away. So, oh my gosh, man, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, yes, if you guys make sure you're giving Magda a follow because just like her singing, her videos, guys man, she's got the talent. One day Magda's going to have to teach me how to edit videos like that. Man, you look like you were like you could see it was hot out, but you did it anyway, man. You seriously, CJB, she has amazing talent, and it's not just in singing, it's in everything. Her art, man, you're just one of those people, Magda, who can do it all. You know what I mean? You do all of the things. Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but man, you kicked butt today. So I'm so happy for you. You did amazing. I'm so proud of you. So yes, guys, make sure you're giving Magda a follow. If you don't know Magda, make sure you give her a follow, because trust me, you want to. You want to see what she's got. She offers a lot, so much. But guys, man, let me wipe my lip sweat here because I'm drowning. So if y'all see me drowning, it's the heat. Yeah, definitely multiple talents, man. She's just, yeah, she's amazing. She absolutely is. And if this cat runs past me one more time, it's too hot, man. Not today, Moo. Not today. But guys, what is going on these TikTok streets? First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody, guys, who sent me all of the lives that I've missed. I saw that Kristy was up in boxes. I wasn't able to watch it, so I appreciate you guys sending me the little snippets. And man, CJ, you're not kidding. What is happening on these wild TikTok streets? Y'all, it's like a free-for-all. It is like a free-for-all. I don't know what's happening, but it's been absolutely, absolutely crazy. So let's talk about it. But before, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you for tapping. I appreciate you for tapping. I appreciate you for sharing out the live, because for some reason people are still not getting notified. And it might have something to do with I've had a little bit of gap in between my lives and I normally don't. And so maybe that's why. So if you guys can share this out, I really do appreciate it. And the tapping gets me pushed out on the FYP. So thank you, Renelle. Thank you guys for the heart me's. They help as well. And so Jillian, thank you. I appreciate them. Hello, Desiree. So, I saw Morbid last night. I did. When I tell you everyone was sending me everything, I'm just like, man, why does it always happen when I'm busy and I'm not there? You know what I mean? I was like, damn it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's like a quiet day on the TikTok streets. But yeah, I wanted to talk about all of the stuff that was dropped with Kristy in the live. Like, did y'all hear Kristy talking in those lives? Crazy, and good for Sassy Missy for having her up there. She, you know what, I'm not going to lie. I think Sassy Missy did very well maintaining her live. And, you know what I mean? Like, she kept it respectable and she did all the things. So kudos to her. I'll give respect where respect is due. So, you know what I mean? But one of the things... Well, listen, the only thing I could see is when I saw it, the live was handled well. That's what I'm commenting on, and I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Because I think, it's really hard when you have a live going on like that. So I just think that she handled her live well, like her atmosphere. But again, I saw snippets, guys. You know what I mean? So that's all I can judge it off of, is the snippets that I got. Yeah, guys, she was up there. Kristy was up there, and the one part that somebody sent me was her talking about Dan. Did y'all hear that part? Tate, I believe you. She has probably still going after him behind Ken's back. I don't know that Ryan's talking to her, though. I don't think he is. I think Ryan is really caught on. But yeah, the snippet about... First of all, you guys got to remember, what is there? 8 or 10 years between Gypsy and Mia, right? Hey, Anna, hello. Look it up on YT, it's all there. Is it? Yeah, I have to go watch the whole thing. So y'all send me where I can go watch it, because I didn't get a chance to. There's 10 years between Gypsy and Mia. So tell me how she's talking about Gypsy sent Mia some Facebook and wanted her to look the guy, Dan, up on Facebook, the older guy. What is happening, guys? At 10, you mean to tell me at 10 years old, Gypsy was sending Mia information on Facebook about older men, who's Dan, and having her look it up, and everybody was okay with this? Like, Kristy, you weren't monitoring your 10-year-old's Facebook? Like, nobody was a little concerned that this young girl was out there looking up a 50-year-old man on Facebook? That's just how you do it? That's wild to me. However, I have said this before, guys, and I will stand 10 toes down on it. You don't have to agree with me. That's okay. I personally believe that Gypsy and Kristy had a full relationship that entire time. Do I believe that Gypsy sent all of that stuff about Dan to Mia, to the 10-year-old? No. Nope. I don't know if y'all believe it, but I don't. Do I believe that she sent it to Kristy? Yeah, absolutely. I think that Kristy knew about Dan. I think that Kristy was the friend, was the one supporting her in her decisions that Dee Dee wouldn't allow her to carry out. I'm just saying. I absolutely 100% agree and believe with the fact that Christy and Gypsy had a relationship that entire time. Now she's using Mia, who is 10 years old. Y'all, I got a 9-year-old, I got a 10-year-old, I got an 11-year-old. My kids are not out there on Facebook or TikToks or none of that nonsense at all. They don't have any social media. And I had young, you know what I mean? None at all. I had young children back then as well. My children were not on Facebook at no 10 years old, and definitely not talking with their older sibling who's an adult, okay? Talking about grown-ass men and sending Facebook pictures. That's number one. Number two, so you all knew she was 18? I thought she didn't know how old she was. You all are talking about Gypsy was 18 and she was starting to get into marriage to older men, but I thought nobody knew how old they were. I thought she didn't know how old she was. She wasn't on the level, right? So she wouldn't be able, she didn't know any better, right? How could she be sitting there talking about men and wanting these relationships with these men when you're saying that cognitively she wasn't on that level? Well, how did you let that happen? Make it make sense, y'all. Gypsy absolutely knew how old she was. Christy and Rod absolutely knew how old she was. And Gypsy was absolutely not talking to Mia. She was absolutely having her relationship with Kristy. I believe Kristy was in contact with Gypsy that entire time. I'm telling you right now. They're all sitting out here pushing these narratives, but y'all make that make sense. And listen, I heard, the people talking in the little snippets. I did see some of the chat because, they were in there. And so I could see some of the chat for that little piece. And y'all were asking the right questions. But it's funny that she wouldn't answer them. Isn't it funny how she could not answer any of those questions? Why? Because such a simple story should give such simple answers, right? Simple questions, simple answers. It's really not hard to make up an answer if you're telling the truth. So, again, I feel like it's wild. I feel like she's out here talking a whole bunch of crap, still pushing out a narrative. And I think the fact that here they are telling these stories. Dee Dee didn't tell her how old she was. She didn't know, but yet you're on here with a whole Facebook story making no sense. They're all contradicting each other. They're contradicting themselves. That contradicts what she said in the interview. So which time were you lying there, Kristy? When you were being interviewed and telling everybody y'all were telling the truth? Or the other day when you were in the live? Well, when were you lying? So, you know what I mean? Like, seriously. So user, whatever you are, whatever that number is, I am on YouTube and I will be doing a lot more over on YouTube as far as the lives and the videos. So again, I'm just starting back up this week from a little bit of a hiatus, a little bit of a break. But yes, YouTube will definitely be one of the platforms that I go strong on. So meet me over there, guys. Ivory Rose Knows at YouTube. But yeah, seriously, it makes absolutely no sense. That was one of the things that I heard Kristy say that really struck. You all know my feelings about Kristy. I think a lot of people give her too much grace. I think Kristy is definitely out here, and I think that she might have been the mastermind behind this whole narrative. And that maybe Gypsy's just going along with her narrative. Ever think about that? You know what I mean? So I got to close my curtain because I got the sun shining right in my face, and I'm trying to read your guys' comments, but I'm blind, and I can't now. Ooh, that's not better. Kristy seems jealous of Dee Dee even though she's gone. Kristy has always held a jealousy, in my opinion, of Dee Dee. Because let's be real. What did Kristy win out of all this? Nothing. Rod picked every other woman before Kristy. to be with her, right? Dee Dee, in my opinion, was better looking. And from what I've heard from family members and everybody else, Dee Dee had a great personality. I mean, we've all seen Kristy's personality. Remind you of that Visine Dry Eyes commercial? What's his face? Well, and let's, her looks are, I'm not going to sit here and slam anybody. So, I'm not going to sit here and say she's ugly and she's a dog, but I mean, she's, compared to Dee Dee, I don't think she, y'all know. Kellyanne, I see that. She's okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Samantha, for saving me there. If this light doesn't, it's driving me nuts. Yeah, she's all right. You know what I mean? She wouldn't be my first pick either. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? She obviously wasn't Rod's first pick, so there's that. But she's always been jealous, in my opinion, of Dee Dee. And even the fact that, think about it. Dee Dee's got an entire story that nobody has told yet. And I think it's about time we got to tell her story. You know what I mean? People need to put Dee Dee's story out there, even if it's all we can come up with because she's no longer here. But I feel like Kristy's even jealous of the fact that Dee Dee has a story and she don't. We saw her in the interviews. Well, I could tell you what Dee Dee did to me. Of course you had to insert yourself into a place you don't belong. Now all of a sudden she's a victim of Dee Dee too? Wild. That's the jealousy. That's all of it. That's the... You know what I mean? And so, Posh, we do speak and advocate for Nicholas a lot here on this page. And I always have, and I always will, just because I feel like Nicholas deserves a fair trial. You guys all know how I feel about Nick. I've told you the truth, everything about how I feel. I give Nicholas a lot of respect because Nicholas has always taken accountability and responsibility for what he did. He knows he was wrong. He admitted to it. And I give him a lot of respect for that. And whereas I think he deserves to be in jail and so does she, I don't believe he got a fair trial. And I do believe that as a citizen of this country, we all deserve at least that. And so that's why that's the justice I speak about when I speak about Nicholas. Thank you, user, whatever, for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit the follow. Give me a follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, Demetra, for the heart me's. Thank you, Tina. Guys, I really do appreciate the heart me's. And guys, thank you so much for tapping. I appreciate it. Didn't Nick say that he only did a couple of the wounds and the rest was Gypsy? So, yes and no. And I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you, Tilly. I appreciate it. You have tea when you're ready. Y'all can send me tea. Guys, email me. I've been having issues with TikTok, the messenger. So if you guys can email me, it's ivoryoseknows@gmail. It's not really hard. It's just my name at Gmail at the back. But yeah, you guys can send it to me. I will be responding to all of them that I haven't been able to. And so now would be a good time to hit me up with that. Absolutely historic, no problem. But yeah, I feel like Nick always took accountability. Nick did say in the interrogation, I don't think Nick really knew how many he did. Now, I think that he said 4 because he might have remembered 4. And then specifically, and I think that when she kept questioning, one of two things either happened. Either he remembered there was probably more, I just don't know how many. Or he's, you know what I mean? Or he was just she was pushing him and he just said yes. However, I'm one of those people that believe if I'm going to believe Nicholas, then I got to believe everything he said is the truth because I have no reason to think he lied in any of it. And so if he definitely remembers 4 and doesn't remember how many after that, that's what I believe happened. That's what I believe because he did admit to it after he was led a little bit by her. So, hey, say no. And so there were 4, right, exactly, blue in the sip. So yeah. She absolutely did manipulate him. In fact, she manipulates everybody she comes in contact with, everybody. Even her audience here on TikTok, even her audience on YouTube, she manipulates everybody all the time. All the time. My email again is just Ivy Rose knows my name. IvyRoseKnows@gmail. And that's my email. Absolutely, I believe she should still be locked up. Absolutely. You know, sometimes the whole system for Nick was just, it was all messed up. And again, I think that Kristy had a lot to do with that as well. I think Kristy inserted herself there as well. So, you know what I mean? I think Kristy is just as much to blame as Gypsy for all of the nonsense, for all of the false narrative being put out there, for, you know, even for the lack of support for Nicholas. Because how can y'all sit there and say he saved her life from being, you know, everyone, they're always talking about how Gypsy was going to lose her life if she would have kept going. I mean, Munchausen by proxy victims don't last until 23, 24 years old. I'm just saying. However, like all the other stories, hers was like, you know, so if she was going through all of everything she said, then he saved her life, right? So how come y'all ain't sitting there giving him any support when he saved her from being unalived by Dee Dee? Isn't that your story? Isn't that your story? And then to sit there and say, well, she would never have done it because Nick manipulated her. But didn't she try beforehand? Didn't she not only take a BB gun and unload it into her mother? Hey, Chrissy. And unload it into her mother, but she had a jabber in her hand at the same time. Okay? She had a jabber in her hand at the same time. So, again, you can't sit there and say, oh, it was Nick's fault, because you were thinking about it way before then. You were thinking about it way before then. She was always trying to gain control over Dee Dee, in my opinion, and assert control. And that's what I believe she did that day with the BB gun. She absolutely knew that Dee Dee wasn't going to die. She knew that it was a BB gun. And she admittedly, right? She wrote it in her book. So she admittedly had the jabber in her hand at the same time. Am I right or wrong? So if you were really being harmed and really felt like it was to defend yourself, then you would have taken her right then and there if you couldn't take anymore. But instead, that day you were trying to make sure you were asserting control over Dee Dee. That's what it was. She wanted absolute control over Dee Dee, to make sure Dee Dee kept going along the way she wanted to, because she didn't do anything. She just scared her. Okay? And so I think that Dee Dee was, in fact, the abuse victim of Gypsy Rose, in my opinion, of course. No, not yet, Rachel. We'll get there. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, that's truly what I believe. And for her to sit there and they're still hopping up on these panels, which is absolutely wild to me. Does anybody else believe that something's going on with Gypsy? Does anybody remember the last time Kristy was jumping up on everybody's panel? Do y'all not remember what was going down when Kristy was in everybody's live and hopping up in boxes? I feel like sometimes that they do that as sort of like I can't let you know what's going on behind the scenes, so let's get the attention off her right now because I need y'all to look at me. So y'all, I don't know, put a 1 in the chat if you think that something else is going on behind the scenes. Thank you, Virginia, for the follow. I appreciate it. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that her hopping into these lives is really just a cover-up for something that's going on that she doesn't want us to find or doesn't want us to know is happening. Yeah. Yes. I am with each and every one of you. The last time she did this, that's exactly what happened. The last time she did this, in fact, she did it a couple of times. She did it the time that I will always 100% believe that Gypsy and Ken broke up. I don't care what anybody says. I am my own person. I will say however I feel, and I absolutely believe that Gypsy and Ken broke up. And when that was put out there, do y'all not remember? Everyone needed to make sure that whole camp needed to make sure. Thank you, Kayla, for the follow. I appreciate it. Everybody needed to make sure that no more evidence got out. I can't let you focus on that. Look, Lisa, yes. And so she was up in everybody's live talking about, got caught out there talking about, we know who the snake is. Well, yeah, if there's a snake, that means we're all telling the truth, right? That means the truth was spoken, and let's all be real. We watched the show. How many of us believe after watching that show, and after her coming out and admitting that she was talking to Ryan after she had the baby behind Ken's back, how many of us believe, right, that they broke up and that was the truth? We all know that that was the truth. And what were they doing at that time that information was put out there? Kristy was hopping in everybody's box because it's always damage control, right? It was the same thing when we put out there that the police were at their house because Rod and Kristy broke up and Gypsy and Kristy were fighting. Do you all remember when I put that out? And then what were they doing? Rod's hopping in panels. They're all hopping in lives. It happens every time the truth is there, and they can't let people know the truth, right? They got to go out there and they got to defend it because, yes, Chef, you all remember that. And so, again, it's their MO. They're always, especially Kristy, is always jumping up in the lives and in the boxes when she wants your attention because you can't look over there. So I personally am feeling like, what happened? What happened? What has Gypsy done that they don't want us to know? What is Gypsy doing that they don't want us to know? What information was put out there that they are hoping that we just don't go looking for and that we're distracted by their lives? Absolutely, CJ. Be always a distraction. So, that's really what y'all need to do. Y'all want to know what's going on? Not that I'm saying don't watch the lives with Kristy, okay? What I am saying is look further, guys. There's more out there, I can assure you, than just Kristy being on a live, putting out a false narrative that made absolutely no sense. And let's be real. You're letting an 18-year-old talk about her relationship with an older man, double her age with your 10-year-old. Y'all, that made them look horrible. And if they're willing to put that out there just to keep the conversation rolling, y'all go searching because I bet you something is out there. I bet you there's something that none of us should know. So y'all, while you're watching that, remember you're looking in the wrong place right now because they are trying to keep you distracted. So especially Kristy. I'm just putting that out there, guys. Y'all go look, figure out what it is. I plan on it because I know something's going on. Something's happening behind the scenes where, what's today's date? The 21st of June, guys. We're 4 days away from Gypsy being off parole. Is Gypsy getting off parole on the 25th? Did something happen? I'm telling you guys, there's a story out there to be found. And when you sit there and you watch them, and again, I'm one of those people that believe that people are creatures of habit. I say that to y'all all the time. Watch people. Watch people. They are creatures of habit. Every time Kristy went jumping in a box, babies were born, the hackers, I really need you to watch the history of these people. It's always to distract people from what's really going on, right? So this is just my warning to y'all. I don't know what is about to happen. I don't know anything. If I find out anything, y'all, I'll definitely let you know. You know that. However, I do believe something is out there. I do believe a lot of this nonsense is being put out there as a distraction. I really 100% do. Thank you, Mrs. Fancy. And so that's where I'm at right now. When I sat there and got all the messages and saw what the hell was actually going on these TikTok streets, y'all, open your eyes because it's all of this nonsense, the fighting, it's not that. It's something. There's something happening because there's always a distraction. You know what I mean? The lives, the panel hopping. She was in somebody else's live. Was it today, yesterday? Somebody sent it to me. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? But, let's be for real. Well, Kristy ain't got nothing better to do. The show is over. You don't care about what, isn't that what Gypsy's putting? I don't care what you all say about me. It's not true. So then why are you panel hopping? And why are you going so hard to distract people? Nobody's wondering that. Let's be real. Gypsy's broke. Gypsy's ability right now to make money is non-existent. Okay? Her book is done, right? That came and sailed. That's there. It's done. Her documentaries, I mean, you can only have so many documentaries on the same crime, and again, none of it's truth anyway, so there's no more there. The reality show, well, that came and went, right? It's over. There's no more seasons. She's done. What else did she do? TikTok, I mean, she's trying to be a mommy vlogger because let's be real, what's up with the niche with the mommy vlogger? Mommy vloggers make a lot of money. That's one of the highest paid niches on social media is the mommy vlogging, unfortunately. I'm not one of those people, I don't like the whole mommy vlogging thing. If you're going to be a mommy vlogger, then make it about parenting and mothering, not necessarily about your children. And because we all know how that goes. We all saw Ruby Frankie and all of these people using their kids for money. That's disgusting to me. But that niche is extremely lucrative. Thank you, Jen, for the follow. I appreciate it. That niche is extremely lucrative on social media. It's one of the highest paid niches. And there's a lot of money to be made there. And so that's why she's going there, is because she needs money. She has no money. Yeah, you can't take advice from her. I mean, let's all be for real. My suggestion is don't take advice from anybody who's not in a position you want to eventually be in. Okay? So there's that. But again, it's because she's got no way of making money anymore. No way. She's got nothing else. And let's all be real. We know Gypsy Rose. Well, listen, she'll be on the system. She'll be getting welfare before she actually goes out and gets a job. And listen, I have a lot of respect for waiters and people who work in the restaurant industry or whatever it is that Ken does. All right? Anybody who works, I don't care if you scoop horse shit in Central Park behind the horses. If you go to work every day, then shout out to you. Good for you. You know what I mean? Whatever you do it well and good for you. But let's be real. Can he raise and maintain her lifestyle with the money he's making right now? No, I don't believe so. I do not believe so. So, you know what I mean? Like, and let's be real. Gypsy's a spender, guys. She's a spender on herself. Not when you're her sister and it's your birthday and you just spent $20. You know, so if you're her sister, you're not getting anything. However, when she's a spender for herself. All right. First of all, don't even get me started on that damn candle, y'all. You know who I give a Bath and Body Works candle to as a birthday present? I used to give them to my staff. Okay. I used to give them to my staff when I was working. I used to give them out as, nursing week presents. You know what I mean? Like coworkers, you know what I mean? That's you, a neighbor, happy birthday. You know what I mean? Like happy anniversary. Like here you go. Like people you don't really have a relationship with. My sister would slap me upside the head if I gave her a Bath and Body Works candle. And not because, it's like people expect expensive gifts. It's just, it's not a personable gift. My sister's my sister. I'm going to give my sister something that's meaningful from a sister, right? Not just, here's a candle. Look, I'm a candle lover. Okay, I got them everywhere. There was absolutely no thought since. None whatsoever. It was, I need to put on a video. I need, you know what I mean? Let me just go and grab her a candle so I can show everyone that I care about people. But let me show you my outfit that I got. Because, well, who's really most important to me? It's me, right? But yeah, I you know what I mean? Like the whole candle thing blew my mind. Absolutely. You didn't even get a good scent. So there's that. You might as well have went to the dog shit scented aisle because anyway, she was definitely more concerned with her new shirt that cost more than the candle she bought her sister for her birthday. So again, where's the thought? And I told you all before, she doesn't know how to think for anybody but herself. And that's proof right there. That's your sister. The sister you were like, oh my God, I got a sister now. My mommy kept her away from me. Now I got a sister. I know what it's like to be raised in a family. And that's what you thought was a candle? I mean, what are you trying to say? Her house smells like crap? Wild. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. We're halfway to 100 heart me's. I didn't even know I had that goal up today, but thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Carrie. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's just wild to me. Thank you so much, guys. But she only had $50. Well, she didn't because she spent what? at least $100 on her outfit. Thank you, Lipa, for the follow. I appreciate you. Hello, Simone. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Loki's girl. Thank you. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like she doesn't think about anybody but herself. She shows that. Not that I think Mia really is like, oh, my sister don't care about me. I think she's more like, please don't let her care about me. Don't care about me as much as you cared about your mother. You know, so that's probably like what Mia's thinking. Like, man, she did something to this candle. If I light it up in my living room, my house is going to blow up. Like, I wouldn't even light the bitch if she was my sister and gave me that. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. There's that. You know, like she's got that. The thing is going to explode. Mia, don't do it. Put it underneath one of those warmers. Don't light that thing. And if it starts ticking, run. I'm just saying. Just saying. Where did all her revenue go? You know, I know that they put out that she was worth $3 million, but guys, I don't believe that. I do believe that her potential was $3 million, but I don't believe that's what she actually has. And it's definitely not what she has on her. You know what I mean? She doesn't own anything worth anything. Let's be for real. You know what I mean? So, no, I don't believe she's worth $3 million. And look at the way she spends. I mean, who goes out and spends, what was it, $800 on a stroller when you already had one? Like, what? As your husband's out, I mean, your boyfriend or whoever the hell Ken is, your I don't know, your roommate is out there working all night long and supposedly working so much that he's never around his baby. You're going to go and drop hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a stroller you don't need. Come on. She's got problems. And you know what, though? It's funny because and listen, Ken, chop, chop. This one's to you there, Ken. If you're going to stay with her, and I don't believe they're really together, but if you're going to stay with her, or at least act like you're going to stay with her, make sure she's got enough money to spend on herself, because we all know what happens if you don't give her the money, right? The stuff she wants, what's she going to do, guys? If he can't make sure that money's there to get her what she needs, what does history say she's going to do to get what she wants? She's going to steal it, because Gypsy always gets what she wants. Now, she ain't making money. Daddy ain't giving her money because Daddy wants to be making money. Kristy wants to be making money off of her. They ain't trying to give her any money. They literally made her pay back the money they were giving her in prison. Like, that's wild. But now, do I see her not getting off parole? No, I can see her getting off parole. Do I see her herself getting arrested for stealing? Absolutely. Why? Because she was taught to steal. Stealing for her, she doesn't steal because she wants things. She steals because she can, just because, right? And the fact that she wants things and Ken is probably not able to maintain the lifestyle she thinks she has, right? She's going to end up stealing. She's going to end up stealing, and yeah, I'm just saying. Hello, Sharon in Myrtle Beach. Hello, hello. Is it as hot for you down there as it is here? Because it's hot, guys. I'm dripping in lip sweat. I need like a little windshield wiper or something to like scoop this all up. But that's exactly, honestly, guys, that's what I believe is really going to happen. Oh my goodness, my granddaughter's home. Haley. Hello, Jody in California. It's hot in Virginia Beach, y'all. It is like drowning in lip sweat hot. So yeah, that's what I see happening when she gets off of parole, because guys, she's got no money left. She's losing money. Let's be real. Does she invest money? No, I don't see her investing shit. So I really do believe that stealing is going to be one of her biggest downfalls when she's off of parole, because she doesn't have a way to maintain the lifestyle she feels she's entitled to, that she's always felt like she's entitled to it. I am a grandma. I have 5 grandbabies. We just had my first, I didn't do the work. My daughter did, just had our first granddaughter. Hey, Lily Rose. Hello, hello. And the drinking, I think she's going to go out there and act a fool and get drunk, because most kids do, and she's got the mentality of a pecan, but whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's going to be her downfall. Do I see her like Do I see relationship problems when she's drinking? Absolutely. Do I think that she won't be able do I think that she won't be able to control her sensual appetite when she's out and drunk? Because let's be real, she can't do it when she ain't drunk, right? Now give her 2 shots of something and, a chaser, and well, she'll be going at everybody. I mean, biscuits and gravy galore in that bar. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, she'll be giving out free biscuits and gravy. So, yes, I don't believe that there's no season 3. Probably because, she came about, a little bit early. Mercy. There is nobody going to tell me that this woman doesn't. I think she already has an OnlyFans, if you ask me. But do I think that she'll have an OnlyFans showing her face? Probably not. But do I think she's got some crazy, let's be real, she's got a very hypersensual, appetite, or there's that. So do I think that she's on OnlyFans already, just not with her face? Yeah, because she's a sicko, in my opinion, of course. Look up the toothbrushes, guys. If you have an OnlyFans, or somebody who does, go look up any account that has anything to do with Colgate, Crest, or toothbrushes. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe she's sitting there brushing her pubes with a toothbrush. Who knows, man? She's kind of twisted, so I'm just saying. I know. I'm still haunted by the sink photo. That sink photo will always and forever be embedded in my brain. I see that in my nightmares. And that moment when at night, when you're walking up the stairs and everything's dark and everybody's upstairs and it's completely silent and you're feeling like that, I have that sink picture chasing me up the stairs. I'm just saying. So there's that. 210, you never saw the sink picture? Can somebody get this girl the sink picture? How have you gone without seeing Gypsy's infamous sink picture? Oh my word. Jody, you haven't seen the sink photo? Oh my goodness, they haven't seen the sink photo. There's people out there who haven't seen the sink pic. Man, Sam, you haven't seen it? Stop it. You haven't either, Tina Jean. No. Oh my good, guys, we got to fix this for people. Can somebody send me the sink pic? Let me see if I can find it. I can't believe there are still people out there who haven't seen the sink pic. Don't traumatize them. Hey, listen. In order for you to be able to go down this Gypsy Rose rabbit hole with the rest of us, I need to know you can handle the sink pic. Because if you can't, I need you to reverse and not come down this rabbit hole, because it gets worse than the sink pic. Okay, let's talk biscuits and gravy, and let's talk, we're sending daddy photos on, wild. But yeah, hopefully somebody can send it to me, because I don't think I have it on my computer, and I'm on my phone, so, but it's the creepiest photo ever. Yeah. I mean, really sit and watch, look at it at night with that creepy music in the background. You'll totally freak yourself out. It's out of a sink. She's how old was she there? 17, 18, sitting in a freaking sink, getting a bath, and that's, was yeah, for real. Seriously, we need to catch up the newbies, guys. What is happening? Oh, I will listen. We're going to have to go through all of it for you guys that are new here and new into the whole Gypsy Rose thing. Boy, we got to catch y'all up. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know what we've suffered with for, the last year or two, man. That at least I have. Gosh, man. You not a newbie and you didn't see the sink pic? Gosh. I haven't seen it. I tried to make it a sticker in my live, and TikTok wouldn't allow it. So there's that. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you so much. Was her hair cut short in that? You know what? I don't even know if her hair was short in that one. All I remember is you know what I mean? That's all I can remember. That's all that's embedded in my head is she's hunched and she's in the sink, and yeah. Oh, look at this. Look what we got. Okay, y'all ready? Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure that there's nothing there. Hold on. Y'all see that? Y'all see it? Y'all, she's in a sink taking a bath, and she's probably about 17, 18 there. That might have been the day after she sent the pictures of Dan to, or the information on Dan to Christy and Mia. That's what she was doing the day before she sent that Facebook message to them. Like, she's like a whole grown-ass woman there, y'all. Was it her mom that did that? Or, because let's be for real, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much. Why this picture stays embedded in my brain and it will never go away. It will never go. It's like the whole like royal mashed potatoes thing. It's like one of those things that's just, I will forever relate this to Gypsy Rose. So when she's out there putting out these dances on TikTok and trying to act like she's somebody, honey, you're in a sink, baby girl. You're in a sink at 17 years old taking a bath, posing. We're always going to remember that this is you, honey. You will forever be this Gypsy Rose. Doesn't matter how many filters you put on filters. It doesn't matter how many nose jobs you get. Like, you're always going to be this woman who murdered her mother and sat in a sink for attention. You know, like, who's writing the story? Who's going to write the new Disney story? The one about the princess in a sink. Got the princess in a pea and the princess in a sink. Somebody put a crown on her. Well, write a story about the princess in a sink. It gives you the ick. Man, who you telling? You don't even know, y'all. You don't even know. And this is just, do y'all remember the picture with the dirty bath water with the cat? When she took the bath with the dirty cat? Like y'all could be out here making mommy vloggers over on YouTube and putting out whatever the hell you want and hopping up in lives. But y'all, this is always going to be what we will remember about Gypsy Rose. Because let's be real, her 15 minutes of fame are over, right? We are in the mist. Well, she's fallen, guys. The fall of Gypsy Rose, that bitch done fell and hit her head 15 times. She's gone. There ain't no more Gypsy Rose. This is who we're going to remember forever as Gypsy Rose. That's the woman who convinced a vulnerable man to kill her mother right at this time, too. To kill her mother. Let's be for real. That's who Gypsy Rose is, the girl in the sink. So yeah, if anybody's bored, y'all should go write a book about the princess in a sink. Just saying. But that's the picture that will forever be embedded in my head. Like I watch a scary movie and the screen goes black and that's what I'm saying, okay? I am PTSD all the way. Used to bathe my kids in the sink. There ain't nobody getting bathed in the sink ever again. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Her career's over. Not that it was a career. Her blood money making is over. Y'all, she's got nothing left. The well is run dry for Gypsy Rose. I'm just saying. Yeah, Shelby, you should write it. Somebody write me a story. The Princess in a Sink. We'll all write it. One day we'll sit on a live and we'll write the story. I think that's so funny. Thank you. How did the hospital not see her walk into the lobby or whatnot? I'm not sure what that question was about. You didn't bathe him in the sink at 17? No. Who was on the live with me the one time? Do y'all remember when I tried to fit in my sink? I think I tried to fit in my kitchen sink, but I have a double sink. But even with the double sink, not with this hiney, but anyway, like, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting there trying to put my kid in the sink. Like, she was like, who was it? I think it was my 11-year-old I tried to fit in the sink. And my 11-year-old didn't fit in the sink. I sure did get stuck in the sink, but we're not going to talk about that one. No, we'll talk about something else. But I did. Maybe I did, Annie. Possibly tried to get in the sink, but it didn't work out well. And yeah, my husband's still mad. There might have been, no. We might have needed to replace the faucet. But the 10-year-old, I put my 10-year-old, 11-year-old, I don't know how old she was. I couldn't even get her in the sink. Like, you know how heavy there's no way Dee Dee put that woman in a sink at that grown age. There's no way Dee Dee Blanchard picked up that girl who couldn't walk and laid her in that sink. Because When I try to pick up, y'all go find your 7-year-old. If you got a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, try to pick them up. They're heavy. Thank you, Alexis, for the follow. I appreciate it. But y'all, they're heavy. You're not getting those kids to sit in that sink like that. Like, first of all, she looks like she needs some Vaseline to squeeze herself out. Anyway, but I couldn't even pick up my 8, 9, 10-year-old to get in the sink because they're heavy. So how did Gypsy Rose, anybody want to tell me how crippled Gypsy Rose, who couldn't walk, got in that sink? How did Gypsy Rose get in that sink? She couldn't walk, remember? Gypsy Rose crawled in that sink. Gypsy Rose pulled an Ivory Rose and tried to hop in the sink, but she got herself in there. She did it herself. Because there's no way Dee Dee picked her up at that grown age and put her in that sink. Now everyone's like, oh, but she was only like 90 pounds, or how big is my 8-year-old? Maybe 50 pounds? I couldn't pick her up and stick her in the sink like that. I'd have broke something. I'd have broke her. There would have been, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. There's no way Dee Dee picked up that girl and put that girl in the sink. It's because she crawled in there. 105 pounds at 17? Yeah, that's a lot of weight. You have a 95-pounder, you ain't picking him up and putting him in the sink, right? So again, but look at her. Does that look like somebody who's being abused? She looks like she's enjoying the hell out of that bath. Okay, let's be for real. She looks like she was enjoying the hell out of that sink bath. She's not sitting there looking like, oh, I'm traumatized. My mommy made me do this. That's genuine excitement. Look at that face. She's all like, ee! Like she's excited. That's not like fake smiling. That's all like, get me. Whoa. You know what I mean? Come on. Come on, guys. I mean, for real. I don't know. I just think it's wild. Seriously, her little, yeah, for real. The baldness still confuses you? What do you mean the baldness still confuses you? Are you asking me why she was bald? No bruises on her body, Danielle, never. Never in her medical records, never was there anybody reporting that she looked like she was abused, had any, you know what I mean? None of that. Once they mentioned Munchausen by proxy in that big entire medical record once. Okay? You can't make it make sense. It could have been that she was bald. Honestly, guys, look at her hair. I really do believe that she has issues with malabsorption or malnutrition, and that's the reason she loses her hair. I believe that's why she had that feeding tube. I do believe that she always needed that feeding tube, and I do believe because of the issues with malabsorption, malnutrition, look those two up, hair loss, significant hair loss. In fact, when I was pregnant, I had that same hair loss, and my hair came out in patches everywhere. Okay? And look at her now. She's losing all this weight. Look how thin she is, and look at her hair. On top of frying it with bleach and all the other nonsense. Let's not even go there. But you know what I mean? I think a lot of it has to do with her issues absorbing and malnutrition. I really do believe that. And I really do believe that she's shown signs of it today. You know, so that's why I think her mother was shaving her head. Because, y'all, when I was losing my hair, when I tell you I was 5 minutes from shaving it off, I was 5 minutes from shaving my hair off. And because it was clogging my drains. When I tell you it was coming out, if you ever suffered from hair loss for whatever reason, it comes out in clumps. It is clogging your drain. Listen, Moo. Moo needs a middle name. But it comes out in clumps, and you know what I mean? It's all over your pillows, and it's all over your food, and it's all over everywhere. Right? I had little ones at the time, and like the babies, it was getting caught up in them, and it was just coming out everywhere. With your thyroid, you lost your hair from it, right? Sherry, there you go. And so it's like, sometimes it's easier when you just can't control the hair loss and it gets in your food and all over the place. You can't put your hair up. It's coming out. It's easier to shave it and try to start anew. So I really do believe that her hair loss was because of malabsorption and malnutrition. I do, and I think she still has it. You're currently going through it and want it all cut off because it does. It gets annoying, gets disgusting, it gets embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like everywhere, like I have dark hair. And if I would wear a white shirt, you just see the hair, human hair. It's not even like dog hair. I had human hair just all over me in strands. It was embarrassing a little bit. It was like, you know what I mean? Thank you, Mrs. R, for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jess Thompson, for the follow. I appreciate it. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's the confidence of it. It's the, you know what I mean? It is beautiful now, and it did grow back. And I'm not going to lie, I still use Rogaine because I used to have really thick hair. And so it is growing back, and with time, I'm sure. But you know what I mean? I'm trying to get it as thick as it once was, and I don't know that'll ever happen. But you know what I mean? It's like, so it's easier to shave it, and that's what I believe Dee Dee might have did for her. Because Dee Dee was by herself, you know, trying to clog drains and get snakes and call plumbers. And let's be for real, there's nobody trying to do that. So thank you, country girl. I appreciate it. Postpartum hair loss. Yes. GLP-1s. Yep. There you go. And it's the same way with the teeth. The teeth react the same way the hair does. Absolutely. The malabsorption and the malnutrition would do the same thing to the teeth. And both the teeth and the hair happened at the same time. So clinically speaking, in my educated guess, I really do believe that all of the hair and the teeth were because of those issues. You don't have to believe me. You know, that's just my educated guess. So, yeah, that's why I believe she was bald in the sink, you know. Yeah, people shave their head all the time for reasons like that. You know what I mean? And I think that's why she had all the wigs, was because her mother was like, just shave it and get yourselves the wigs that you want to, you know what I mean? Is it 3 o'clock yet? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And I think that, you know what I mean? Like, I think that Dee Dee was the reason for the wigs. Like, here you go. Like, I want to give you, like, I don't want you to walk around bald. So, you know, and maybe she wanted to have fun with them. Well, we know she was having a lot of fun with the wigs, but not the fun that Dee Dee thought she was having, you know? I think Dee Dee was like, just be creative, get what you want. And she was really creative and definitely got what she wanted. So there's that. Did you see the record that she may have had a rare form of leukemia? So I did see that. I would have to do a lot more diving into that. I don't know that I believe that. I would definitely need to really look into that more. I can't even speak intelligently on it right now because I haven't read enough into her records to look into that. However, I don't know that I believe she actually had leukemia. I do believe that there are other reasons why somebody could have, you know what I mean, like medications. And so I don't know that I believe that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't believe, no, 210, I absolutely don't believe she was SA. It's definitely not. But the grandfather, like, come on, y'all. Come on. I do believe that I believe that Gypsy spouts some truths with her stories, right? And I think that it helps her remember these fake stories. She's got to put a truth in there for her to remember them, right? And so I believe her when she said that Dee Dee doesn't let her play with Barbie dolls. My mom never let me play. Yeah, because you were hypersexual and doing crazy things with the Barbies. I wouldn't allow you to play with them either. You know what I mean? Like, you were being, I don't believe that she was lying about that. You know, I do believe she was hypersexual, and I absolutely do believe Claude when he says that she came on to him, and everyone's like, well, that's a sign of SA. No, not necessarily. No, it's not. Not all the time, it's not. Is it? Sure, it can be, but does that mean 100% of the time? No, not even close. It is possible for children to be hypersexual and be extremely sexually mature. That has nothing to do with being SA'd, or being the victim of SA. It can have to do with psychological issues. It could be medications can do it to you. Side effects of medications can do it to you. So I do believe that story that Claude said, that she came on to me. I absolutely believe that 100%. Because let's be real. Who in their right mind, if it didn't really happen, would say something so dumb? Right? Like, if you were going to sit there and lie, that's not what you're going to say, because is it really believable? No, not for people who don't really understand that it could be possible. Right? So for the fact that he said something that sounds so dumb, I absolutely believe him, because I know it's possible. You know what I mean? Like, I really do believe that that's possible. I really do believe that that's what happened. And I do believe that Dee Dee absolutely knew. Dee Dee absolutely knew that she had issues with hypersexuality, okay? And I think that's why there was, I believe Dee Dee knew she had cell phones and laptops. I believe that Dee Dee knew that she had all of that, but really was trying to monitor her because look what she was doing. No, I do believe that she was like, you can't just leave at random times. You can't go out. Like, I really do believe that Dee Dee was trying to protect society from Gypsy, trying to protect men from Gypsy, and trying to protect Gypsy from Gypsy. Going out there and being careless and putting yourself in a dangerous situation with men you met online at random because you can't help it. I do believe she couldn't help it. So, did she sit there and be like, oh, that's what I turned into abuse? Call it whatever the hell you want. I think that's decent parenting. I'm just saying. I don't know. That's just my take on that whole thing. Yes, guys, thank you so much. Guys, the Daily Heartme's, I appreciate it, JD. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'm at 66 out of 100, guys. We got how many left? 39, am I close? Maybe? 33? 33? Right? 34? Whatever. That sounds right. Just checking to make sure you're all paying attention. Thank you, Amber MP. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 34. I knew that. I know, but I'm sitting here going, man, can you have like an even number, like 60 and 40? You know what I mean? Like, do you have to do that to me? Thank you, Nicole, for the follow. I appreciate you. Where have you been? Ivory Rose. Guys, I am back. I am back. My daughter had a baby, and why is June so busy with baptisms, graduations, like all of the things in my house? It's massive amounts of birthdays, and so we have been extremely busy this month. I was like that last year too. You know what I mean? I had a lot going on, and so I have to, when my kids are home for the summer, so I had to reschedule things and, make out a schedule that was going to work well for us, and so that's what I've been doing. But no, we're back. We're back, guys. So I'm not a new grandmother. This is grandbaby number 5, but it's my first granddaughter. So thank you, Aquacard. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Angela, for the follow. I appreciate it. Yes, guys, if you're new here, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to subscribe. You know what I mean? I was thinking about maybe doing something for the subscribers, and maybe the perks that you get for subscribing really is if you want to come into a box. I give them first dibs to come in. They always get picked first, but it's not necessary. While it's appreciated, it's definitely not necessary. I work with children on the spectrum, and some are hyper as soon as 6 years old. Stripeless zebra, you're not kidding. And do you guys remember that live I had with Nina where Nina was like, I just can't understand how a 6-year-old, and when I finally explained it to her, she was like, it blew her mind. Because a lot of people can't understand that children can think like that and that their brains work like that. However, their brains aren't the same as ours. And so it's really hard to understand how people can think that way and how their brains think that way. So yeah, that was a whole thing. Your sister was like that, HMW, yeah. Congratulations, T. You just had your first grandchild, a granddaughter too. Congratulations. T. Sullivan, congratulations on her. I know you love her. I know you do. Aw, that's so sweet. And who's somebody's birthday today? Whose birthday was it? Yes, I've seen it in 6 and 11-year-olds. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, guys, congratulations to all of the new grandparents. I see a lot of you here. That was Moo, like ruining my desk and running amok in here, just in case y'all didn't know what that noise was. I have pens all over my floor now. And he's looking at me like, yeah. Do you, Jess? How was my birthday? Lovely. It was great. My kids came over here. I hung out with my kids. My birthday was good. It was good. Moo demands screen time. Moo wants to get in this camera so bad, and it's so hot, and I don't even want him to touch me right now. And all his hair is sticking to me because I'm all sweaty and like, eh. So yeah, he needs to get away from me with this heat. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Moo's office, y'all. Moo owns this office. I just borrow it when I'm in here. But this is his place. This is his thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sherry, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 210. Thank you so much. Moo does love me. Me and Moo, I love him too. But don't tell him that because then he's going to think he's something special. That's okay, Dawn. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, did y'all see your two boys will be 27 and 25 tomorrow, both on the same day? Daffy? That's wild. Happy birthday to them. Happy birthday to them. Thank you, Say No. Get him a laptop and a channel. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Aw, that's awesome. Thank you, Iowa girl. Thank you so much. Yes, happy birthday to both of them. Aw. You and your younger sister have the same birthday? Me and my nephew have the same birthday, my nephew Joey. You were born on your brother's third birthday? That's wild. You know, I'm one of 11, and it's funny because nobody in my family, like none of my siblings, have the same birthday. None of my kids do either. So Paradise just asked me, did you see Gypsy's repost of the teen crashing out and idolizing her crime? Yes, thank you for whoever sent that to me. A couple of you did, and I appreciate that. Guys, I did see that video. My initial reaction to that video, your sister was born on your 11th birthday, Panama. My initial reaction to that video was the same as all of you. I was so angry when I saw that video. I didn't look into it. I wanted to go look into that girl's account. Is that her normal content? Did anybody look into the account? Like, is it normal for her to do content on abuse and stuff like that? Because I haven't had time to check into it, and I was really curious. Because did she do it for clickbait? Did she do it for Gypsy attention? Does she know Gypsy? Does she, you know what I mean? Did she do it for Gypsy? Thank you, Peggy H, for the follow. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, was she doing that on purpose? Was that a Gypsy person doing that? I saw that, I saw that she reposted it. But I didn't get a chance to, you tried but got so angry. I know. I didn't get a chance to look into the girl who did the video or the account. Another creator said, she said her mom's abusive. Just because she said, I'm not going to sit there and say it hasn't, but on her account, is that her regular type of content? Thank you, Kat, for the follow. I appreciate it. Like, is that, like, talking about abuse and stuff like that, is that her regular content? Like, that's what, you know what I mean? Like, before I even sit there and, like, I want to look into it and look into the creator, see why she did that. Did she do that? Is that her real? I don't ever want to judge anybody or victim blame anybody if she is some kind of victim. Oh, my goodness. You know what I mean? Chances are she didn't do anything, I'm assuming. Was it just clickbait? I don't know. But I did see it. I think it got me mad because if you can sit there on TikTok and say that you're being abused so bad you wish you would have killed your mother like Gypsy Rose, then you can go get help for the problem, right? That's unnecessary. You don't have to kill anybody. Because, you know what I mean? Even more times than not, abuse victims, especially when they're abused by their parents. Now look at the Turpin kids. They sat in court and really could have ripped into their parents. Did y'all watch that? They really could have ripped into their parents for all of the abuse those children endured by their hands. And instead, they found something to thank them for. They thanked them for their belief in God. They thanked them for being their parents and bringing them into the world, even though they adored all that abuse. Victims of abuse from their parents still love their parents because we're biologically connected with the parents. You can hate them, you can be angry, but you still love them. So I don't think that any child's first reaction is to kill their parents. And it's definitely not to celebrate the fact that you killed your parents. Usually, if you have to kill your parent because of self-defense or for whatever reason, it would take years to recover from that because we're not made to kill anybody. We don't, you know what I mean? We're not like that. So for Gypsy to be out here acting like, yeah, I killed her, whatever, good for you, you want to kill your mother, to these other creators is absolutely wild to me. Because the fact that she killed her mother, whether or not she was a victim of abuse or not, should be the worst thing that she's ever done or had to endure in her life. Not even the abuse, it's the fact that she had, if she's saying that she had to kill her mother to stay alive, then that's not something you get over in just 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, if ever, right? That's something that you got to live with, and that you, come on, let's be for real. Not sit there and make money off of, or do crazy TikToks just to get views. I'm going to talk about my mother, or have shows about it, or, live off this, infamy of like me killing my mother. That killing your mother, even if you had to, is not something you just get over and walk away from. You could hate her all you want. The fact that you had to kill your mother should be something you never get over, right? Not something you sit there and try and justify every day on TikTok. Or try and tell your friends to go out there and do lives to justify it. Or your stepmother or whomever. It's not really something that can be justified, right? You're going to sit there, well, I killed her, and it's like, I don't really feel bad because that's what I had to do. No, real victims would feel bad. You can't, she's trying to justify the fact that she doesn't feel bad about it. It's wild. Right? That was so 10 years ago. It's like, what are they, freaking platform shoes? Like, dude, that's old. Come on. Let's be for real. Did I just say platform shoes? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, has Gypsy moved in with Ken now that she's off parole? She's not off parole yet. I'm sure she's been living there for a while. Let's all be for real. Does anyone really believe that she was following her parole and living with Rod and Kristy? No, Gypsy gets away with everything. She cries the victim, wah, poor me. And she doesn't have to follow rules like the rest of the world. I'm just saying. So, I don't know. But, guys, on that note, I gotta go and serve my kids some dinner. We're about to sit down for dinner. I might be back on later on, guys. If I do, you'll hear my kids. They're playing something upstairs and something's pounding. But thank you guys so much for being here. I just wanted to hop on here. I'll probably be on later tonight, though. Thank you all for sending me all those clips because I wasn't here. And we will get back to our regularly scheduled lives. Thank you all. We got 177,000 likes, so thank you guys all for that work. I almost made my goal. It's the first time I didn't make my heart me goal. I made 74 out of the 100 heart me's. So I really do appreciate you all for that. To everybody who's new here, if you're not following me, but you hung out and you listened, please don't forget to give me a follow. Thank you, Country Roads, for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, Blessed, for the heart me. So yeah, if you're here and you're watching, don't forget to follow, be a part of this community, guys. The chat is great. Everybody's great. Our guests are always great. Guys, thank you so much. All of you guys who send me emails and messages, I appreciate you guys. I did see them. Some of you guys on TikTok, I was not able to respond back to because, we got 80. We're 20 away. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. But for those of you who sent me messages on TikTok, I don't know what's wrong with my TikTok messages. If you send me a message on TikTok, I can't, sometimes it doesn't let me respond to you. So it's like I see them, but I can't let you know that I see them. So thank you guys. You can always email me. I try to respond to all of my emails. That's probably the best way to get in touch with me if you need to. So I really do appreciate you all. Guys, if you're not following me on YouTube, it's Ivory Rose Knows on YouTube. I will be doing a lot more content and a lot more lives over there as well. Thank you, Hollow Mom. Thank you. So I will be over there and doing a lot more videos over there, a lot longer videos, and really getting into a lot of deep conversations over there as well. I do always post my lives over on YouTube, so if you came in late and you missed a piece and you want to hear something, guys, in about an hour or two after supper, I will go and post the live over on YouTube because I tend to do that. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you. Hey, Carmen, I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? But yeah, guys, I really do appreciate you all, and I'll be back on later, guys. Thank you all so much. And to all of my mods in there, thank you. Magda, congratulations on today. You did amazing. So proud of you. And all of you who are in there keeping this chat clean, I see you. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.